Are you ready to install this 4-hour timer with me? Let's do it. Okay, this is always about safety first. I want to be safe rather than be sorry. And I hope you do too. Here's one more tip for you. Where your electrical sub panel is, you've got that breaker off. I want you to mark that. I want you to put some masking tape or something around it now that it's shut off, okay? Take that off and then right over the top of it, off, OFF, with a black felt tip pen or something like that. Because you may think, I know it's off, I'm not going to do anything, but you may be working in here and somebody might go behind you and notice that it's off. They might just turn it on, not even thinking about it at all. I've heard that happening before, okay? I don't want that happening to you. Always safety, remember? Just going to get this up out of my way somehow. This is going to be kind of tricky because see how close this plug is to the wall? Man, I'm right up here, so I'm going to reposition the camera, and I hope you can get all this because it's going to be kind of tricky. I wish this plug was out further, but it's not. So let's get her done. First thing we got to do is just take this cover plate off. Okay, go ahead and take the other screw off for me. At this point I got that cover plate unscrewed, but it's not coming off, so I just want to kind of hit around it. And the paint was probably still wet when they put this on. That's what happens sometimes. I want to be careful with this as best I can. Oh, jeez. I'm going to have to score this other side or something. Well, maybe I can get it with my fingernail. Just going to score it with my fingernail a little bit over here. The last thing I want to do is rip this off. Okay? Yeah, see, it was all stuck on the back side. Had I grabbed this and just jerked it off, it could have ripped the sheetrock painted paper right off, and now I'd have to patch that. Now that's the first little boo-boo you don't want to do. This plug is attached with those 2 screws. Go ahead and undo those screws now. I'm just using a regular screwdriver for this. I could use a battery operated drill. I like to get in the habit of doing it this way. Doesn't take long. Okay, go ahead and take that one out for me. Now sometimes these screws have a little washer attached on the back side, and if so, they won't just pull out. So you can leave them kind of attached on there like that, see? Okay, let's just pull that kind of out of the wall. Like that. So far, so good. Now see, like I was saying before, we don't really have too many wires to deal with because there's only one set of wires coming in here because this is a complete circuit. It's a dedicated circuit, which means the breaker is only for this one plug and that's it. That's why there's only one set of wires coming up here, a black wire, a white wire, and a ground wire, which is the copper wire. Those are all coming in a sheathing, a sheathed wire cable, so to speak. Okay, and that's it. All right, what are we going to do now?